Hello everyone, my name is Christopher, and in this video I will rate every single Overwatch 2 character based on how easy or difficult it is gonna be to solo carry your ranked games, anywhere from bronze to high masters. And I'll start with the tank category, and I feel like we'll feel every single category one by one, and I will try to explain all of them, if not individually, but as a group, as a concept. For 55+% win rate, or like meta, absolute meta, you have Sigma and Diva. You take this guy on flat maps, you take this girl on verticality maps, and they are amazing. They are amazing against hitscan characters, they are amazing against dive characters. You just simply don't care. They are amazing against every single tank 1 versus 1. There is not a single bad 1 versus 1 that you can get. Even though people can swap Zarya, the fact that you have ability to access high grounds will allow you to never see her and go for the enemy backline. Perhaps instead of being a killer, you would go for a distractor role. You will force bubbles, you will make her uncomfortable, and then you will destroy the backline. When it comes to very good tanks in the current state of the game, I think Orisa is still very solid, although Sojourn is a very unfortunate pick. I think Ramatra, when it comes to lower levels of gameplay, is nice, and tank is really easy to use. There is nothing special about it. And then you have Junker Queen. I'm not sure if I want to place her right here or right here, because Junker Queen is a pretty difficult character to use, a lot more difficult than Orisa, a lot more difficult than Ramatra. So we'll place her here. And another one is going to be Doomfist. Doomfist can work if you are absolutely insane. I have a friend who was Gold 3 at the start of Season 1 of Overwatch 2, and this season, Season 7, he peaked top 30 playing only Doomfist. He never plays any character whatsoever, just Doomfist. He never swaps, he just presses W on the character and destroys everyone. So if you can work on Doomfist, the Doomfist will work for you, right? Who else is there? Casino Royale tanks. I think when it comes to Wrecking Ball, we all agree that if you are playing against counters, it's really difficult to do anything, especially against good Ana, who will constantly sleep you. And then if you are playing against stuff like, what else is there? Maybe they swap Sombra, or you are not as good as you would want to on Wrecking Ball. I think tank is like really weak in the current state of the game. You know, there is just nothing to kill. Backline never dies, and I think this is not gonna be Casino Royale because of your ability percentage, right? It's gonna be a Casino Royale because of your team composition and the enemy team composition. If you have a dive character to dive with you, that's perfect. If you don't, you are screwed. When it comes to Ultra Throw, we have Reinhardt, we have Roadhog, and we have Winston. Also, we forgot Zarya. Zarya is also very good. Zarya is also very good. Okay, so Ultra Throw characters. I think Reinhardt has to be one of the best because he has more value for how easy it is to use him. Outside of these two, Winston is the hardest tank in the game, hands down. There is not a single tank that's as hard as him. One of the hardest ultimates in the game. Really easy to die. Really difficult to get value. Nothing dies in the backline. Same with Roadhog. You're getting countered by anti-nade, one anti-nade, and you're just completely dead. Nothing you can do. Just an Abomination. We are waiting for end of Season 7 Roadhog rework. Actually curious how they will approach the situation. So that is going to be it for the tanks. And now let's move on to the DPS category. And let's start off with meta. And I think Ashen and Mei are the best meta composition that you can take right now if you want to win games. So if you have a hit scan, the best thing you can do is to play Mei on maps where she is really nice. And then if you have a flex DPS like Genji, like Mei, maybe you have Reaper, maybe you have Echo, you want to go for a hit scan, and it's either gonna be Bastion, it's either gonna be Soldier, or like Ashe, something reliable, something that you know that you can deal constant damage, apply pressure to the enemy backline and tank, make tank uncomfortable. Because if you don't make tank uncomfortable, he will make you and your tank uncomfortable and make space, take space, and enemy DPS will have more room to breathe, and you don't want that, right? When it comes to Genji, when it comes to Echo, when it comes to Tracer, they can work if you are insane, as well as Widowmaker and Sojourn go in the same category. I understand that Sojourn has to be at the meta tier. People are just so bad in this game. Like, if you are not high Grandmaster level, forget about playing Sojourn, I'm sorry. Just forget about it. You will never hit railguns when it's necessary. You will never be able to find value. And in that scenario, Sojourn goes in a can work if you are insane. If you have spent a lot of time aim training, if you've spent a lot of time practicing Sojourn, you have a good, like at least 144 Hz monitor, you have good mouse pad, you understand how to aim and you are precise, sure. This character will work, this character will work. Outside of that, they are just borderline useless. When it comes to these three, they are just too difficult. You need to spend hundreds of hours to learn them, and even so, they can be easily countered by easier characters, and your team will definitely don't want to follow up on you because these are dive characters, and you want to like collaborate, you want to communicate 3-1 and stuff. Forget about it. People will just never listen in a solo queue environment. Another very good option is going to be Torbjorn. So I think Torbjorn is better than Ashe because of how easy it is to use. Because, you know, again, in a vacuum, there are characters that are incredible if you have thousands of hours on them. People just don't. Like, bro, I'm recording this tier list for a guy that plays Overwatch 3 hours a week. Do you think he's gonna be cracked on Sojourn? Do you think he's gonna be amazing at Genji? Hell no, of course. So you want to go for characters that you know that you will have more wins than you would lose. And ranked games look like this. You have a team. You have 9 idiots on your team and enemy team. And if you you need to overachieve. You need to, how do you say that? Like, you just need to do so much more than all 9 players to deserve a W. You know, and you need to be special to do that on these two. You need to be special to do that on Tracer. And if you are not, Torbjorn is your choice. When it comes to Casino Royale characters, Hanzo is straight up Casino Royale, Junkrat is straight up Casino Royale. If you are hitting your shots, you are cracked. For the majority of the time, you just don't. I think Symmetra is terrible. People hype her so much for no reason. She's good versus Arisa, maybe she's good versus Sigma and Diva. In reality, you will never be able to get close to them. Like, if you are not good at Symmetra, you're just gonna get easily countered by these, like, nah, I highly doubt it's gonna work. Sombra is also a Casino Royale character, very, very bad. It's not even can work if you're insane. Even if you're insane on Sombra, you're still horrible. It's just a pathetic character. They made her fun after the rework, but she's just terrible. No pressure applied to the enemy tank. You just don't have presence on the map. You shoot for some time, you apply virus, and then you TP out. And it's really easy to catch you with Diva. It's really easy to catch you with Tracer. It's just like character is garbage. Character is a complete garbage. What else we have on DPS? Pharah can also work if you are insane, but I would say that she's a Casino Royale. You're not sure if you are getting Pharah Mercy Pocket, you are not sure if your Mercy will play with you, and then you have like Moira Lucio. How would you play Pharah? How would you solo queue carry on Pharah in that situation? And then you just have Ultra Throw characters. They just lack range, nothing you can do. It's just complete garbage. Well, I mean, Reaper is okay, but outside of that, nah. No. Right, and I think we have only supports left, right? So let's start off with Ultra Throw. Lucio, Zenyatta. Not versatile, really easy to kill. You just don't have enough value to carry your games. You need a full rush composition with Lucio, Mei, Bastion, Sigma, and then maybe Baptiste on the top. And then you need to communicate your speed amps, 3, 2, 1, we're going in. You don't want to do that, and no one is gonna listen. Like, bro, you join the voice chat, 0 players in the voice chat. What the hell are you supposed to do on Lucio? You don't apply pressure, you just help your teammates move faster. Just forget about it. What am I even saying? Mercy is a Casino Royale, Lifeweaver is a Casino Royale, Moira is a Casino Royale. These characters are very team dependent and they don't possess any offensive options. Maybe Moira is okay. Because you can hit a flank and stuff, but they're just not versatile. Imagine you have Mercy Brig. it's over. Imagine you have Mercy Zenyatta, it's over. Lifeweaver Zenyatta also never works. And then you have characters that are incredible. I think, what is the name? Illari is an absolute meta character in the current state of the game. Hands down the best support to carry your games, because you don't care what kind of team you have. You don't care if you have a 2k damage Sombra on your team, because you have 5k on Illari, and now you are a DPS, and this poor soul is a support. When it comes to Brig, I think she's very good against Dive, she's very good against Winston, very good against Wrecking Ball. You just take it, you press W, enemy tank can't do anything. You're good against Genji, Tracer, but if you're against Sigma, Bash and Mei, it's terrible. So it's gonna be a Casino Royale again. Then we have Baptiste. That has to be one of the hardest characters in the game, and you need to be a special kid if you want to play Baptiste. Like, I am an extraordinary player and I have 30% win rate on the character. I play it in a correct scenario. I hit my shots. I get valuable ultimates. I can't. And I have 70% win rate on Illari. Like, yeah, sure. And then two of these characters are really, really nice because you have the ability to go for offensive options, you can switch up playstyles, with Kiriko especially. If they have Widowmaker, you can just perma contest her, climb walls, TP to your team, like kill her, then TP to your team, cleanse. Really nice. With Ana, Nano is amazing, and it turns ultimates from garbage into really deadly weapons. Like for example, Pharah Barrage is a terrible ultimate, but Nano Pharah is very powerful. And then you have Winston, who is a terrible character, but Nano Winston goes hard. And then you have all kinds of stuff, right? Nano Bastion form is really, really good. Nano Diva is great. And then it's just amazing. So this is gonna be it for today's tier list. Let me know in the comment section what do you think. See you in the next one. Take care.